Hello and welcome to the Hillsborough Township Building Department. Today I will be explaining how to fill out the electrical subcode technical section
for an owner-occupied single-family dwelling. You may be wondering, who should be completing this electrical technical section? Well, it should be the homeowner, the licensed electrical contractor, or the owner's agent. Keep in mind, though, that the licensed electrical contractor needs to sign and seal this technical section. Please note that each page needs to be sealed if you are using online forms.
Just so to be clear, I am only focusing on the electrical subcode technical section in this presentation. Just a note, please write legibly and in ink to ensure that all information you provide is entered accurately so that there is no delay in processing your permit application. Now let's get started. At the top left, under Section A, Identification Applicant, enter the block, lot, and qualification code. You may or may not have a qualification code on your property. You can find this information on your tax bill. Here is an example of a tax bill. All information regarding the block, lot, and owner's information can be found at the top left of the tax bill. Worksite location is the address where the work is being performed. Again, it is the address where the work is being done. If applicable, unit numbers should be included in the address. Next is the owner information. Owner in fee refers to the property owner, the owner of the property, not the tenant. Next, complete the rest of the information for the owner of the property. The telephone number, the email, the address of the owner, which refers to the mailing address if different from the worksite location. As shown in the example, the owner in fee's mailing address is different from the worksite location. Next is the contractor information. Another note before we continue, if the homeowner is doing the work, then the contractor section should be filled out completely with the homeowner information.
The homeowner needs to occupy the residence. Keep in mind, if the owner is an LLC or a corporation, then all contractors must be registered and licensed in New Jersey.
The complete name of the contractor telephone number, the contractor address, the contractor email. Next, enter the contractor license number, the home improvement contractor registration number, or the exemption reason. Also enter the expiration date. Enter the federal employee ID number. Enter the contractor's fax number. Now let's skip down to Section B, Electrical Characteristics.
Enter the present use group. For your information, single-family dwelling is an R5, and then enter the utility company.
Now let's go down to Estimated Cost of Electrical Work. This is the estimated cost of electrical work, including labor and materials based on the fair market value for just the electrical portion of the work. So, building, plumbing, fire costs should not be included in the electrical cost. Even if the homeowner is doing the work, it should still reflect the fair market value, meaning the cost of the labor and materials as if you hired a contractor. Section C, Certification in lieu of oath. The contractor or owner should sign and print their name, as well as check the appropriate box below for licensed electrical contractor, certified landscape irrigation contractor, or exempt applicant. The electrical contractor also needs to seal this electrical subcode technical section.
If the owner's agent is completing and signing, then the word agent should be circled. Please be advised that if you are signing the certificate in lieu of oath to provide cover for an unlicensed contractor, you will forfeit the protection afforded to you under the law. You are also violating the criminal laws of the state when you indicate you are doing the work yourself, but paying someone else to do the work. Click on the link below for important information on certification in lieu of oath provided by Community Affairs.
Next is Section D, Technical Site Data. In a description of work, summarize the work being done. Be detailed yet brief. Enter the quantity of all items being installed. Do not put a check mark in the quantity column. Again, the column is asking for the number of the items being installed. When applicable, enter the size of the item. As you can see in the example here, electrical is being added to a finished basement. 5 lighting fixtures, 3 receptacles, and 2 switches with a total number of 10 items being added. If an item is not listed, enter it in the blank lines available. If more space is needed, attach another sheet to the electrical subcode. Congratulations, you have just completed the electrical subcode technical section. Great job! I just need another minute of your time to ensure that your permit is complete at submission. Remember to write legibly and in ink. This also includes handwritten plans. When submitting an electrical subcode technical section, the electrical contractor needs to sign and seal the technical card. If you are using online forms, provide one original plus 2 photocopies, but each page needs to be sealed by the electrical contractor. Just to repeat, each page needs to be sealed by the electrical contractor. All architectural and engineered plans need to have an original signature and raised seal on each page. If the homeowner drew the plans, then the homeowner needs to sign all the plans. Please be sure to submit all plans and specs in duplicate, along with the electrical subcode technical section. Only complete permit applications will be accepted, and when you receive your permit, be sure to read all the electrical technical for any notes that the subcode may have written for your information. And for additional information, click on the links below. For frequently asked questions, additional tutorials, guidelines, and forms. Good luck with your project and have a great day.